Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about just like natural hair and just like pretty much just natural hair. That's what I wanted to talk about because I feel like we haven't had like a natural hair discussion in a minute. So I was like, you know what, like we talk here and there and like, but it's like real small amounts because you don't want to hear a whole bunch of like garbage about, you know, not garbage, but you don't want to hear like me talking a whole bunch of things in like a hair video because then it's going to be super long. But I think I might start doing some like talking while I do my hair type of videos because I think those might be pretty cool. I'll test it out and see how you guys like it, where I just like talk about like whatever while I'm doing my hair. But that's neither here nor there. Right now we talking about just like natural hair in general and just like the struggles that some of us go through, and just even like being a wig wearer and how some people can like just judge you. And this is like totally random off the top of my head, so I don't really have like a script or anything like that or how I really want to talk about these things, but it was just something that was kind of on my mind. I have been doing like story time videos with you guys so I can talk to you guys a little bit more, but I just kind of feel like I'm a little bit over story times, to be honest with you guys, so you probably won't really see them that much on my channel, like maybe unless it's something I really want to talk about that would go with the story time topic. But I just feel like from what I see, some people are real good at story times, like Sky Santana, Hey Paris, and Cosmoholics, I think that's her name, Anonymous or something like that. Those are like three of the top people that I tend to watch for story times. And I feel like you have to put like some amazing off the wall titles in order to even grab the viewer's attention. Like if you say, oh, my boyfriend left me, maybe nobody's gonna watch. But if you say like, my boyfriend left me for the next chick, like everybody's gonna be like, oh wow, or my boyfriend left me for a dude, or you know, something. It has to be like something that's like super shocking. And I feel like not all the time when I want to tell you guys stories it's like that. And I have noticed that when it's not some off the wall ratchet type of topic, I don't get a lot of views on that specific story time that I put up. So it's almost like it's a waste of time for me talking like a whole hour because nobody's really watching it. And maybe that for right now. I mean, that could change depending on my mood, my situation, whatever. Maybe I might just want to tell y'all something, because I do have other stories which I tend to tell on my second channel while I'm doing my reviews. Like sometimes I could relate to stuff that's happening on that specific show, like maybe a Love and Hip Hop. So now let's talk about this natural hair. I feel like me talking about natural hair and not having my natural hair out is kind of like, girl, like, do you even really have natural hair? So it might be a good idea if I just kind of like, you know, take this off. This one I did a giveaway with. This is the Sensational Cambridge wig. Where can I put this? I don't want it to fall. Alright, so I put it over there. And I have some little braids. So as far as like with natural hair, I just feel like for me personally, it can be like, I like my natural hair and I like the fact that I don't have to put chemicals in my hair. But I do feel like it can be a tedious task. Like it can be something that takes forever to do. Like trying to maintain a nice hairstyle, you have to twist up your hair at night. You have to put all these stuff in there like shea butter if you just want to use shea butter, or you know, I have moisture butter that I tend to put in there from where? From Beautiful Textures. I just bought a new batch because the one that I had from before, I stopped using it and it got old and discolored. So I was like, you know what, let me go out and buy a new one. So I did. I was like, you know what, I'm going to just do my own natural hair a lot more often when I don't have wig videos to do. Or maybe like if I'm doing a bunch of wig videos, the last video that I do can be a natural hair video or something like that. Like I just want to do, I kind of want to go back to that. The only reason why I really stopped, and you guys know, I know Taiwan, one of my subscribers, she asks me about that. She said that was, I think she said that's the reason why she had subscribed to me initially, was because I used to do natural hair videos, but she'll watch me regardless even though she doesn't really wear wigs like that. I think she did try her first wig. See, knowing you guys and you guys commenting, it lets me know a lot more about you. I really stopped doing them because it seemed like no one really cared about them. It was like so many other people out here that do natural hairstyles, and they do them so well that it was like little old me trying to like pull off a style that I'm not even sure, you know, like I'm just doing it myself, but I feel like it doesn't look that popping. I'm like, you know, I don't really want to be showing y'all how to do it and then it don't even look that good or whatever, or it's just y'all wasn't really watching it too. So that was another reason why it was like, well, if it's not working, then maybe you should try something else. The only thing I have in my hair right now is olive oil. So, you know, as far as my braid out looking perfect, it's not gonna look perfect right now. But now you guys can see, you know, this is how my natural hair looks. It grew a little bit, but I do get a little self-conscious about it recently because, as I told you guys, my edges have faded a lot. And what I want to do is come up with more styles where you can kind of like just cover that up and still like be good to go and still look presentable and still feel really cute and look good as well. Because, you know, when you wear wigs and stuff and you have your edges are messed up, it kind of covers all that and you don't have to worry about that. You don't think about that. No one asks you anything about it either. And, you know, a lot of people will debate and say, oh, it's because usually with alopecia, it's usually traction alopecia, where it could be because of the wigs that you're wearing. I know the difference between where I wear wigs and I get some shedding or thinning of the hairline as opposed to because of certain medications that I may be taking. And plus I read that that could be one of the side effects as well. And it's like every time that I wash my hair, I get chunks and chunks of hair that falls out. And, you know, it's just, it can be kind of overwhelming at times, especially when you look and you're like, well, hot diggity dog, I don't even have, like, you know, it just, this side is not as bad as this side. But, I mean, I've never really had the best, like, beautiful hairlines like some people have where they can slay wigs and just kind of blend it and just looks amazing. I've never really had that anyway, but, you know, as far as my hairline, like, the edges are bad. So it just kind of makes me not really want to like do all those hairstyles and things like that. A lot of people that I've known that have went natural, some of them, a good portion of them was like, you know what, F this, I'm going back to my relaxers. See, the thing about me, I've even contemplated it sometimes. Even when I see my sister, she be putting on that creamy crack, as they does say, I be like, in my head, I'd be like, damn, maybe I should tell her to leave a little bit for me, you know, so I could do over here. So I could at least do the front of my hair, or maybe like get up in there, you know, in the nape area where it's just like really super thick and hard to comb. But I'm like, no. Don't go back into that addiction, because once you start doing it, you're just gonna fall back into it. Then you're gonna be like, you know what, let me put a little bit more. Then by the time you know it, you're gonna be waiting. If you want to grow it out, you're gonna be waiting like a year, or you're gonna end up having to do another big chop or something like that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. But trust and believe, I had to fight it quite a few times. I mean, I never really talk about it, but you know, because like I said, my hair, it's just so much more time consuming with everything than it used to be when I had a relaxer. When I had a relaxer, I was able to just go to the Dominican beauty salon and just get my hair washed and set for like $10 to $15, depending on if it's a Wednesday or a Friday, and I'll be good to go. If I go to a natural hair salon, I have to expect to pay at least $30 to $50. Like, seriously. The only time I used to pay $30, and I don't even think it was 30. I think it was like more like 50 when I went to natural hair. And I went there once. Which was when I did my big chop. And I was just like, I was over it. And I've looked at like other places and the prices. And I was just like, wow. Like, this is serious. I guess because of the products they use. I don't know if they'll charge you less if you bring your own products. The only time I used to pay $30 to $35 is when I would get like a dye and I would get like a relaxer, because I think relaxer would be like $25, and then like if you wanted to get it dyed and trimmed and all that stuff, it was like $30 to $35. And this was like more than 5 years ago, so I'm trying to remember the prices. I tried to go to a Dominican hair salon once during my time of being natural. I became natural in 2011, so it's probably like 6 years now, something like that, or going on 6 years. Yeah, it's about to be 6 years in March 12th, which is my late friend's birthday. Yeah, so I tried to go to a hair salon, and it was just a horrible experience. Like, it was a waste of money. I got my hair washed, blow dried. They were going, hard, trying to make it nice and straight. One lady even was like, "Oh, you don't want to relax her?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to relax her." After that, I went outside. It was like the next day. It was like a rainy day. My hair, I tried to go to work that day with my hair looking all blown out and everything, and it was horrible. Like, by the time I got from my house to work, my hair was super huge, and I had to just like put it in a ponytail because it looked so bad. And it was just like, you know what, I'm never going back to a hair salon again because this is horrible. This was a waste of money. It was horrible. And I could wash my own hair at the end of the day, or my boo thing could help me wash my hair because he loves to help me wash my hair. I just stick to doing it in the house, which it kind of saves me money from having to go every 2 weeks to the Dominican hair salon. But I don't know, like I said, it can really be a struggle. And a lot of people, they praise natural hair. They go hard. You got your natural hair Nazis and all that will come for you. You got the trolls, the natural hair community. I mean, I don't know if it's any better because, like I said, I haven't been doing a lot of natural hair videos. But I just feel like, do you guys really know the struggle? Like, I understand when you're an activist for something, you go hard for it. Dang, like when somebody's used to something else, regardless of them wanting to be pro-black or pro-natural hair, pro not putting chemicals in your hair, it's still something that it takes some adjustment. And even after all these years, it still takes some adjustment for me, just knowing that I have to do so much to make my hair look decent, which is why I'm just like, I want to do it, but sometimes it can be very time consuming. And for people to go in on people that have relaxers, I would never ever do that. To me, what you do with your hair is your choice. You want to make yourself bald? Go ahead. You want to relax your hair? You want to put jerry curls in your hair? Go ahead. You want to wear a wig? Go ahead. It's your hair. Nobody's going to go out there and help you to do anything with your hair. These people that want to shun you for whatever you do to your hair, they're not helping you to fix your hair at the end of the day. They're not going to say, let me put these braids in your hair at night. They're not going to say, let me put these twists in your hair at night. They're not going to do that. So how dare you go off on somebody because they want to do what they want to do with their hair? I just think that's ridiculous. And also with like being a wig wearer, I have had nasty comments at times. I don't get them that often, but I've had a few where people are just like, "Oh, you look better without your wig," or you shouldn't be wearing wigs, or how much do you spend on wigs, or things like that. And I just feel like, if you don't like the video, then go to something else, And for you to tell me I would look better with my natural hair, or you hate women that wear, and sometimes it'd be guys. Like, first of all, what are you doing here? You just being a creep right now, and you want something to say because you want attention. That's what it is. But a lot of times I don't even give them no type of attention because, you know what, I'm like, you just want to go back and forth, and I'm not the one for that. I remember somebody told me, "Oh, I hate women that wear wigs. You would look so much better without it if you were just to wear your natural hair." First of all, you don't know what my natural hair looks like, because I doubt that you went ahead and went through all my old videos from like 2011. That's first off. So second of all, like, you don't know, you don't know if I have alopecia. You don't know what exactly is going on. There's so many things that you can have that can make your hair not look the way that it's supposed to look. And these people, they don't realize. They just think, "Oh, she's doing this because she's vain. She wants to look a certain way." I mean, either or, if that's what I wanted to do, or if it's because my natural hair is too time consuming, or because I may have something going on with my scalp, like, you don't know that. And for you to judge, that's just ridiculous, and it blows my mind the way people are. My boyfriend, he literally loves my natural hair. Like, he's like, he's the one who bigs me up all the time. It just makes me feel like, regardless of what's going on with my edges, like, I'm still beautiful. And I love that about him. And it kind of pushes me to, when I'm with him, like, not feel like I have to wear a wig. I don't have to slay. I mean, that's my choice, and he'll go with whatever I want to do, if I want to wear a wig or not. And that's great. Like, those are the people that you should have in your life, people that uplift you and just don't make you feel bad. I remember going to some natural hair events, and the way that they talk about people that have wigs on or whatever, like, you even feel pressure to not wear a wig because you want to fit in with everybody else. I mean, that's how I was feeling, because I felt like if I wear a wig, they're going to look at me like, oh, you're not really natural. Are you natural at all? And I didn't want to go through that. So I would try to, like, you know, style my hair, do the whole process at night, and just make sure that it was looking fierce. But I told myself after the last event, which was, I don't remember, I think it was the World Natural Hair event or something like that from Tahiti something. I went there, and I believe that was the last event I went to. I may be wrong, but I was just like kind of over it. I think I saw like one white person there, and she seemed like she felt out of place. And I heard someone say, like, to their friend, like, oh, what is she doing here? You know, and I just felt like, I don't know, like, it just made me feel some type of way. Like, I almost felt like I was part of some type of cult or something like that, where it's like, if you're not a certain way, you can't be part of this group. And even from my past videos that I've done where I was like, white women are not part of this, part of the natural hair community, it gets so many nasty comments from black women who are like, why are you defending white people, and just going off on me. And I'm just like, wow. But yeah, we want equality. We want everybody to, you know, why are you making people feel the way that you say you've been treated? And some of these people haven't even been treated like that. They just see it on TV, or they see stuff that their grandparents or family have gone through, and they're like, now they want to bring it in because this is the movement, so you got to do what the movement tells you to do. And I'm just like over all of that. So that was another reason too why I stopped doing natural hair videos, because I didn't want to be placed into any specific box. But I feel like you create your own lane, and for me, my channel is a little bit of whatever it is I want to do. I decided myself to put my love and hip hop videos on my other channel just because I wanted that to be solely on recaps, although I did like it on here as well. And my channel is just about whatever I feel like. If I want to do natural hair, I do it. If I want to do wigs, I do it. If I want to talk about some ratchet ass relationships that I done gone through, because I want to, like, pretty much the reason why I do it is not just because I want to tell my ratchet stories, but it's also because if you're going through a similar situation, you know that other people have also gone through it. You know, a lot of times for me, I felt like nobody knew what I was going through. With my allergies, I've spoken about that a few times. I don't want to kind of beat that you know, in the head or whatever, beat that horse in the head. I think that's the way you say it, because I just feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like it has helped some people to kind of be aware and bring awareness to food allergies, and how, like, certain things that you put into your body can definitely change your life. We also talk about nails. Like, I do nail videos, and I do contact videos. Like, those are the main things right now that you would find on my channel, and that's kind of the way I'm going to keep it for the moment. And like I said, with the addition of some natural hair videos here and there, if they look good. I mean, if they not slaying, I don't know if I'm gonna really show it. I mean, I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll kind of play it by ear. I really hope that you like this just realness, talking about natural hair, and just kind of like the struggles that I've been through, and just letting you know it's not easy. Like, I don't know, like, for some people, maybe they don't do much, or they just have that time planned out where they can do twist outs and twist their hair at night, and, you know, all that other extra stuff. But for me personally, it's just real time consuming, and I feel like my hands could be doing something else instead of sitting there like twisting my hair. So just maybe braiding it one time on Sunday, putting on my wig, putting on my stocking cap, then putting on my wig. We'll grease it up a little bit, and I'm good to go. Like, that's just how easy it is to do that, a lot more than it is to, like, twist up my hair. Because I've tried to do the 2-day-old twist out, the 3-day-old twist out. It doesn't work for me. Like, a lot of times it just looks like a frizzy hot mess. Like, you see how it looks right now? Like, I don't, there's a certain way that I like my twist outs to look, and it's not like this. Like, and then I have to put a whole bunch of products in my hair. Then you get that scalp buildup by the end of the week, and you have to wash your hair, and washing your hair is so time consuming. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'll go and let me know how you feel about like just natural hair in general, and just like, have you had any struggles? Have you loved it? Has it been an easy road for you? I mean, for some people, like I said, it might be easy, and I wanna know if it's good. I wanna know if it's easy. I wanna know if you have a way that you've come up with that just kind of helps you out, because maybe it might help me out. I wanna know if you do struggle, or you know, I just want to know. Leave that down below so we can chat about it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Peters.